My name's Dawn Heidlebaugh, and I'm a real estate agent based in the Findlay area. I've been an agent since 2016, and before that, I was funny story. I started my career in mechanical engineering in the early 90s. I know, right? I don't know why I ended up in engineering. I started in nursing, and for some reason could not pass chemistry, so I went to engineering. How that happened, I don't know. Ended up going from engineering into human resources, where I started recruiting for a major mechanical engineering company, and then ended up with my master's degree in human resource management. So I did that for several years, probably 20 years, and then like some people, ended up getting a divorce after 20 years of marriage with 2 older kids, and found myself not sure what I was going to do. We had a business, we sold our business, and so my girlfriend said, come and drive a school bus. And if you guys know me, I'm 4'11", so driving a school bus was kind of fun, honestly. So I drove a school bus for about 5 years, and I absolutely loved it. It was my favorite job I ever had. And then I met my husband on farmersonly.com, true story, and ended up moving here to the Findlay area. I was from Tip City, Troy area. Moved here over 10 years ago and decided that I needed something to do and I wanted to help people. So decided to get into real estate 10 years ago.
Nice. Okay, and what do you like most about helping people?
I really like the process. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I really love the first-time home buyers. Mm-hmm. They come in and they're not quite sure where to start. They need someone to help them, hold their hands, get them through this process, which is exactly what I want to do. Then I also like working with the people who have bought and sold houses many times, because it's always still something fun and new and fresh, and they're kind of easy too, because they kind of been through that process, so they know what to expect, and I kind of like that as well.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So how long have you worked in the market? You said 10 years, right?
Yeah, close to 10 years, yeah.
Cool. And then where did you grow up?
So I grew up down in Tip City, Troy area. I went to a small rural country school. So I showed hogs and steer when I was in high school. I know, right? So those are some of my best memories, is just growing up in that small rural area. And it kind of put me in position. So when I met my husband, we're full-time farmers. So we farm close to 1,700 acres. Our daughters are going to end up farming as well at some point in time. But that's what I do in the seasons. I mean, the fall and spring is I help my husband on the farm. So I'm also showing houses by day and a lot of times running fields at nighttime. So
that's really awesome. So you already said where you grew up. When did you move to where you sell?
So I moved here. I met my husband in 2013. Like I said, we met on farmersonly.com, which is crazy, right? We had our first date in April and we got married that following December. But you know what, listen, when you're in your 40s, there's no time to waste. So we've been married. We celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary this year, and I've been here a little over 11 years.
So what's one last thing you'd like people to remember about you and how you do your business for real estate?
I'm real. I'm just real. Like, there's no false airs. I'm who I am. When we go look at houses, I am not going to blow smoke up your rear end. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about that house. And I think people appreciate that about you, is that you're going to go in. I'm never going to push anyone to do anything. And my favorite word, let me just tell you this, my favorite word is next. Next. If that house falls through, if that transaction falls apart,